Hey, what's up, shodomites? Lord's chosen skeptic here, and you know what, folks? I gotta say that.
Skeptic alert! Skeptic
What?
alert!
Oh no!
Skeptic alert.
No! Oh fuck! No! Wait! Hold on a second! Just stay! Oh, stop! I don't want to die! I don't want to die! Oh man, I gotta get that fixed. Oh, and thanks for the force field, Jesus. No problem, Cecil. Now, as I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted by my state-of-the-art skeptic detection system, turns out I'm a skeptic now. And look, I know that sounds crazy, because, well, I'm a young Earth creationist that believes in a 10,000-year-old universe created in 6 days. I don't believe in evolution, and I believe in a flat Earth, well, technically a fat Earth. Flat on the top and pleasantly plump on the bottom. There may or may not be a turtle underneath. We're trying to figure that one out. Now, until recently, a talking cat that was out by gods on the internet like myself really wouldn't be considered a skeptic. But thanks to the incredibly lax standards of YouTubers like Computing Forever, you can pretty much believe any fucking thing and still be called a skeptic. No matter how fundamentally unscientific or plain old batshit crazy your claims are. Now, we'll get to Computing Forever and this exciting new breed of skeptics in a second. But before we do, hey Internet, why don't you tell everybody what a skeptic is?
Of course, Creationist Cat! The term skeptic is loosely defined as a person inclined to question or doubt all accepted opinions. But in general, merely doubting a claim is useless if one wants to ascertain its validity. Just as Dr. Michael Sherber has said, like the decaying subatomic particle, pure skepticism uncoils and spins off the viewing screen of our intellectual cloud chamber. In short, skepticism alone is worthless without rationality to guide it, and thus the skeptic movement was born. A movement which espouses the application of the scientific method and stresses the importance of reliable sources. According to the Skeptic Society, skepticism is a provisional approach to claims. It is the application of reason to any and all ideas. In other words, skepticism is a method, not a position.
Thanks, Internet. Now, the only other thing you all need to know about the skeptic movement is it's all a bunch of worthless crap. I mean, it's precisely this sort of evidence-based thinking that prevents us from teaching things like intelligent design and implementing sensible biblical advice, like that you can cure leprosy by dipping a dead bird in another dead bird's blood, or that it's okay to consume barley cakes cooked over a fire stoked by human poop. So naturally, as a born-again Seventh-day Evangelical Anglo-Saxon Pentecostal Greco-Roman Presbyterian Orthodox Shodomitarian, I just historically have not been a fan of these skeptics. But all of that is changing fast, because all of a sudden, standards for what constitutes an actual skeptic have been flushed out the fucking toilet. And speaking of toilets, that brings us to Computing Forever's recent string of videos on the skeptic community. Links to those down below in the Christ box. They are my journey to YouTube skepticism and social commentary. This community needs to wake up, and the third phase of the YouTube skeptic community. Oh look, an explosion of logic there in the background. Now, we're going to be focusing on some of the more creative choices that Computing Forever made in terms of who he deems rational skeptics. But first, my worthless human slave just wanted us to be clear. We're not saying everyone Computing Forever mentions in these videos are legit skeptics. For instance, my worthless human slave thinks this guy's videos on evolution are pretty great. The lead singer of Korn here makes excellent science videos. And this girl right here is really attractive. So anyhow, let's take a look at some of the more interesting peeps that Computing Forever has dubbed skeptics. skeptics. Well, first off, we got Mark Dice.
One of the points I wanted to make about the reptilians is, I'm not saying that the Illuminati aren't in communication with some sort of extraterrestrial entities or some sort of demonic beings.
Yeah, he's not saying that. That'd be crazy. So, Mark Dice is an evolution-denying, 9/11 is an inside job-believing, satanic Illuminati conspiracy theorist who I guess is also into public urination? He's the kind of guy who criticizes Islam for its murderous hatred of American pop culture, yet has no problem asking his fans to pray for the death of Lil Wayne.
And if you agree, please bow your head with me and join me in a brief prayer. Dear God, please wipe Lil Wayne from the face of the earth as soon as possible. Please rid the planet of his waste of flesh and clean the airwaves of the garbage that he has spread far and wide across your planet. Thank you. In Jesus' name, amen.
Seems pretty reasonable to me. Next up, we have this charming young lady known as Blonde in the Belly of the Beast, who is so dedicated to opposing the horrible treatment of women by Islam that she's willing to treat women the exact same way in order to do it.
A public beating is in order for all these treasonous European women, sanctioning the migrant influx. Perhaps that would curtail their disgusting behavior.
Man, I've been trying to make public beatings of women legal for years under the guise of Ephesians 5:22, so I'm just a big fan of this lady. I also love how she seems to find satanic left-wing conspiracy theories like spirit cooking credible. Here she is saying it would probably help Trump win the election because black people have the exact opposite reaction to weird voodoo rituals that they do magic tricks. Wow, she looks really young to be sounding so much like a racist grandmother. But, you know, to her credit, I've got friends who are blackies, and they are pretty easily scared. Next, we have Black Pigeon Speaks, who flirts with a virtual buttload of conspiracy theories, publishes videos like Spirit Cooking with the Clintons, and seems to think that YouTube is suppressing Pizzagate. Yet another satanic pedo-related conspiracy theory that alleges Hillary Clinton supporters are ordering child sex slaves that they later sacrifice in demonic Illuminati death rituals, and they're ordering these kids from pizza shop menus with coded lingo from their menus. And hey, if that's the case, holy crap, Sargon of AKKAD is a child-murdering pedo! So, yeah, we also got Lauren Southern and Steven Crowder here, who, in addition to other various assaults on rational skepticism, both have published global warming denial videos. And finally, there's this guy.
Pop music and music videos are loaded with occult symbolism, mind control, and it's all designed to keep the masses watching and consuming it brainwashed and downtrodden.
Paul Joseph Watson, of course, works for Alex Jones InfoWars. Over the years, he's endorsed anti-vax, chemtrail, birther, anti-GMO, Boston Marathon bombing, fluoride, Bilderberg, 7/7, and of course 9/11 conspiracy theories, just to name a few. My personal favorite in his repertoire, though, are undoubtedly his satanic Illuminati conspiracy theories.
One of the outcomes of her selling her soul to the devil is that her vagina is haunted.
So, yeah, these guys are pretty much taking a giant piss on everything the original Skeptic movement was about, so I'm delighted to see them referred to as skeptics. I'm thrilled to see YouTubers like That Guy Tits referring to evolution deniers like this fart face as skeptics. Here's his hilarious impression of an atheist.
You should believe that all this complexity came from an explosion that came out of nowhere, and then we all evolved from fish. That's what smart people believe.
I'm super duper stoked to see an increasing number of YouTubers who call themselves skeptics not giving a crap about citing their claims with reliable sources like Computing Forever, who often cites InfoWars, Breitbart, creationist sites like this one. Oh, and there's also this right here.
Okay, so I got what I got here. I got the first story of Irish government is flooding Ireland with Nigerians, Indians, and Filipinos. This is from our friends at the dailystormer.com.
This is a neo-Nazi website, guys. Yep, that's what it is. It's a neo-Nazi site. In case the Pepe Frog with the swastikas in his eyes didn't give it away. My worthless human slave and I were kind of perplexed that he just didn't cite the article that this is based on. But the Daily Stormer article, of course, had specious inferences, dubious white nationalist talking points, and allusions to white genocide that the original article didn't. Man, you know, in retrospect, I really should have advertised my an alt-right Christmas album on the Daily Stormer. Adolf the Mustache Führer had a lot of great ideas. Oh man, real missed opportunity there. But Creationist Cat, why does it matter if he calls himself a skeptic and uses horrible sources and calls conspiracy theorists batshit crazy people skeptics? Well, my hideously deformed little friend, I'm so glad you asked that question. There's a few reasons. First of all, in his My Journey to YouTube Skepticism video, Computing Forever criticizes the failed Atheist Plus movement for essentially attempting to expand the definition of atheism to encompass things like social justice and feminism, which is a criticism that made sense because, you know, it was like creating Underwear Plus to include hats. Those things were separate for a reason. But Computing Forever has basically done the exact opposite himself. In this third phase of the YouTube Skeptic community video, he talks of the skeptic community's war on social justice and how the skeptic community is, quote, winning the culture war. Now look, regardless of where you stand on all this crap, you gotta understand, he's trying to drag skepticism into an arena that's well outside of its purview. Oh, I'm sorry, I mean purview.
That is correct, Creationist Cat. Skepticism is supposed to be rooted in scientific methodology, and culture war crap, that's really the realm of opinion. So stop dragging skepticism where it's not supposed to go, people. It's fucking annoying.
True. And you know, the reason why I made this video is because Compoopoo Forever here, he's just one of many people that have basically tried to turn skepticism into Skepticism Plus. Hey, you want to fight a culture war? Go ahead, fine, that's cool. I mean, it does sound a little lame, but fine, do it. But you know, if you care about the truth, try not to attach things like skepticism to peeps like this. But hey, that's if you care about the truth. Like I said, I'm a born-again Seventh-day Evangelical Anglo-Saxon Pentecostal Greco-Roman Presbyterian Orthodox shodomitarian. So I, for one, am thrilled at this development, and right now I'd like to take the opportunity to introduce you all to
YouTube Skepticism Phase 4,
featuring the Creationist Cat Super Skeptical All-Stars, starting with Fred Phelps.
This evil nation has smeared fag feces blended with fag semen and dyke feces on the Bible.
Ghetto Preacher.
The devil is a motherfucking liar. So you know I ain't worried. Biatch.
Speaking in tongues, lady.
Miley
Cyrus after a bong hit of Salvia. Cat raped by other cats. And SARGON of AKKAD.
Fuck you! Fuck you, Bernie! God, this is I'm totally triggered by this, I swear.
Hey, shodomites! Thank you so very much for watching this freaking video. And we want to take this moment to tell you all that the Creationist Cat channel is so very screwed right now. By YouTube shutting insane freaking apocalyptic shitstorm. Maybe you heard about this. Yes, our Google AdSense revenue has gone down about 95%, maybe more, of what it typically is, and it's likely to stay that way for a while, we understand. So the channel is in jeopardy. There's really no other way of saying it, but we're optimistic that we can turn this around, and right now, you guys can't help by becoming a patron on Patreon. Links down below in the freaking Christ box. Look, guys, I am going to be making a video about all this that gets a little more in-depth pretty soon. I really hope you all tune into that vid, even if you're already a supporter of the channel, or if there's no way you think you can. I still hope you tune into that vid regardless, because it's an important one to watch, and I just want all the freaking fans to see it. In the meantime, you, of course, like I said, can sign up to be a freaking patron. That would help immensely. You could buy a t-shirt at my Teespring store, or music from my freaking Bandcamp. All these things help. Or you could give a one-time PayPal donation. Links to all that down below in the Christ box. As for my Patreon, those who sign up at the $5 level join the legion of extraordinary shodomites, whom you see here before you. And those at the $10 or more level get a super duper monthly shout out. And holy freaking crap, I do believe it's that time of the month. So here they are: Golden Cantrell, Joshua Anonic, Mystery Cat Kevin, Landon Knoll, Chad Harrelson, Jeffrey A. Cook, Wonder Woman, Carlos Rivera, Shelly Ferguson, Richard Hunt, Pamela Brown, Jacob Humes, Patty Petite, Matthew Larson, Immaculate Knowledge, Paul O'Sullivan, Glenn Lesser, Michael Osborne, and S.R. Foxley. S.R. Foxley. S.R. Foxley. I'm really sorry I forgot to mention you the last time.